All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 1038 on this beautiful Wednesday evening. I wish the wind would go away in Southern California, but that's where we're from. But we all over the United States, and thank you for all for being here. We all the way from West Coast to the East Coast, Alaska, Hawaii, all repping. And we want to say thank you all for being here because you could have been anywhere else, but you decided to be here and get your study on. And we are going to do that. We're going to have 30 minutes of fun. We're going to have 30 minutes of free. And you're in for a treat tonight. Brandi is going to do a live quiz. So many times people will say this. They'll be like, yeah, you see them techniques. You see them do them keywords. It's because they pick those questions in advance. They won't do that. Like, can't do that like in a live quiz. That doesn't work. It's all gimmick. It don't work. Well, guess what? Brandi's just going to throw up a live quiz. She's going to do it her style, show you how it's done, show you how she observes it, how she's going to work it out for you out loud. You know what? She might not get all of them right, but I do know she's going to get a passing score. And do you know what we're talking about? You know what we talk about around here? If you're brand new, we just talk about passing scores. That's all we talk about. We just need to pass. We just need to get a pass notice. Scores don't matter when you pass. By the way, my name is Andy. I'm the guy that runs the back office over here at KonaButterflyz. But you're not here for me. You're here for Brandi. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, Series 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know to get that pass notice. And that's what we're going to be talking about, pass notice. And I'm just saying there's a lot of study preps out there, and they talk about, hey, join me for the weekend. We're gonna talk about the SIE. We're going to dump all this SIE content all over you. 489 pages. Buckle up. Hope you don't like football because you ain't seen it this weekend, because you're going to be studying. You're going to be studying all weekend. And you know what? I hope you remember it. Hope you remember it because you're only going to hear it once.
Can't study boot camp weekends during football season. Come on.
Look, we are a football family, and we're a business family. We got all kinds of stuff. We got kids. We're busy. Ain't got time for all that, to be honest with you. We ain't got time for all that.
And not be focused. Like, does that make sense? People are like, oh, you could get away for the weekend and go do all that and be focused that whole time, knowing that I've got kids running around.
No,
like,
man.
Nah.
I can put myself in a calendar, and I can focus on per task, per that hour, per that 2 hours. I can lock in
10 minutes.
Whatever I got to do to get something done, whatever it is. Brandi's got ADHD, so she works in 10-minute intervals. But I can do a little bit longer than that. But my point is that you need to get this thing done, but it's hard to lock in for what is that, 10 hours in them boot camps, 12, 20, 30. I don't know how many hours they do it over there, but it's a lot. And then the whole time, we've done a boot camp before, trust me. And you know what happens? First hour, 2 hours, people are good. Then it's like, when time's break? Let me check my phone. Yeah, let me go outside real quick. I got to get to the phone. I go check a text. Right. And then they come back in and they're like, hey, what time is lunch?
What I miss?
What I miss and what time's lunch? And then they come back in after lunch, and then they'll be like, all right, when's the next break at? When's it over?
When are we ending this thing?
Right. Not locked in. It's a total waste of time. And if you notice, a lot of times, if you want to go, if you don't believe me, go to one. It's fine. You ask all the people that go to one, how many of them actually attempted the exam right after and passed. It's too much. It's a lot. Rarely you get somebody in there that actually. I know that out of what we did, like 60 people over a weekend, we had one person try.
Like, we're not saying one person pass.
I said try.
We're saying actually had the exam scheduled and attempted to go.
And I know some people will be like, well, that's, your success story on that, but it's different for others. I've been researching. I ask people all the time, does it work? Did they do it? No, nah. The numbers of different offices, they're like, none of my people tried it or they even attempted it. It's too much over a weekend. So we put together the system here that we're going to show you how to join up and how we are going to do this quiz right here. Guys, we put together a program where you don't need to read like 489 pages. We just focus on the keywords, the stuff that you need to know, so that way you could get a pass notice, right? Just give me the information that I need to know. Show me some techniques, so that way there's stuff that I don't know, because there is going to be stuff on the quiz or the exam or whatever that you're not going to know, and you're going to be like totally lost. You're going to need a tactic to get around that so you can have at least a chance to get a right answer. We're going to show you that too. And then we're going to show you a tactic and how to approach these quiz questions or these exam questions at. Now, we've teach this stuff and it's all about pass notices on a multiple choice exam. These techniques and strategies that we show, it works on the securities. It works on multiple levels. Our kids use it in high school. We teach other people how to do it in different fields and different types of professions, because one exam is never the answer. It is always just one exam of many. Like if you are in Primerica, for example, I know there's some people on here that watch our stuff that are not, but for an example, if you're in Primerica, you got to pass the SIE, the 6, the 63, and the 26 minimal if you're going to run your own office, period. 65 if you want to be that advisor and get that extra flex. That's 5 exams. 6 if you're going to take the MLO. What's better for you, to learn a system that teaches you how to pass one exam at a time, or one that teaches you how to pass multiple right off the bat? Do you know what I'm saying? Where are you trying to go? You only trying to go down the block, or are you trying to go cross country with this thing? So that's the vehicle that we're trying to get you guys into. That's the system that we're trying to teach you. And tonight, Brandi is going to put it on display. And just mind you, even if she gets 1 or 2 wrong, we're going to show you what to do with that wrong answer. So that way it maximizes your studying habits too. So there's 2 things going on tonight. One, you're going to show Brandi's going to show you how she does it live, how she goes through these quizzes. One, if she gets it wrong, she's going to show you how to use that information to help raise your scores. And 2, you're going to learn how much you don't really need to know. And it's going to make you a lot happier. It's going to make you a lot happier. And when you're happier going through a process, guess what? You're probably going to be more successful at being consistent. You're going to probably stick with it. And guess what that means? You're probably going to get licensed and get your ultimate goal, which is to get this thing done. Go ahead, Brandi, share the screen. We're going to show the people how to get onto the system, and we're just going to go ahead and get this thing going. If you haven't joined up with us, we're going to put a QR code up on the screen so that way you can join up, get all the information that you need to get started. That is not it.
That's right.
Sorry. Scan the QR code right there. Look, Brandi's already got the quiz all ready to go. Course videos. We got live exam sessions. We got exam mastery sessions where we show you how to pass exams. Guys, if you're not even interested in being a member, we've had some people buy just our sessions alone. I'm going to say it's more economical to be a member because you can get access to all of them. But if you're not into that and you want to just take, some of the exam masteries that I have for sale, you can do that too. They're for sale up on my my membership there on the Patreon. Small group tutoring, we got that one-on-one tutoring, daily accountability, got that. If you want that kind of type of service, we got it all starting from $50 to $500. It all depends on how much help you need, how much accessibility you want from us, how much daily you want from us. Look, if I'm texting somebody every day and we're putting together customized plans and we're talking every day, and you're Brandi's homeboy or homegirl for a while to get this thing done, we're not doing it on the low. I mean, is that fair? Like we're gonna utilize each other's time and use it wisely. Time is money, right? Mm-hmm. But we're gonna fully be invested in each other. So that's how I look at it. So check out what you want to do, how you want to invest in it, how you want to get this thing done. We got books for sale, SIE 6 and 63. Some of our plans with the membership does come with the books, but we do have ones that are discounted, so you don't have to have the book and you can still do the course videos without the book. It's up to you. But if you do get the SIE book and you are a member, the video explanations in there will play. It is an interactive book. It is there. We got the SIE 6 and 63. 26, we got that for members. 65, Brandi legit is going to have that out soon. Kona community on the Discord. If you want to get help, join up on there. Like I said, scan that QR code. Check out all the things we have available. My contact information is there as well, but it's also on the screen, 951-290-3077. You can give me a phone call, give me a text, whatever you want to do. Also, my email, KonaButterflyz@gmail, if you want to email me too. Check out our Instagram. We got people that are holding up pass notices, but more than that, you can read what they said that helped them pass. I just quote them direct. You can direct message them if you want. Ask them if they really used us. I don't mind. That's why I put it up there. I don't put anybody up there. I don't say, hey, let me take that from somebody else. These are legit people. Sent me a screenshot, send me a shot of them holding it up and saying, hey, this is what helped me pass, and you guys did it. So check it out. If you don't believe me, all their testimonies are on there on the Instagram. I call it the Kona Hall of Fame.
Yes.
All right. Tomorrow, Brandi, what do we got going? We got the SIE live. We got the 65ers, and we got the study hall, and we got small group tutoring all happening tomorrow. Guys, SIE 65. Quite simply, we're going over SIE topics that are difficult for people. This is not in some order of like we're starting day one, starting day two. We don't do that kind of thing here. We go over hard topics. We go over live quizzes. We go over study habit. We go over all kinds of great stuff in those live sessions. The stuff you can't get from a book, the stuff you can't get from a content video, all the stuff that you go, I got a question about that. That's a little tough for me. And guess what? You raise your hand in there. Brandi breaks it down for you. Get that extra help, that all extra that you need. Study hall is just simply you do your work in there, put together a quiz, whatever you want to do independently. And if you got something coming up on there and you're like, I don't understand it, Brandi's right there. She's going to be there for that hour and you could study with her. Sometimes, guys, it's that hour that we need to just kind of like check in so that way we get it done. And if that helps people be consistent, we're all about it. So we got that at least we got that 5 days a week.
Yes, we do.
Small group tutoring is tomorrow. We have that available for the people that are in there. Make sure you're registered. If not, and if there is a registration issue, reach out to me as a member and I will see if I can get you in. And remember, you got to be in that $100 tier. All right. We got audios that do play on our spot on Spotify. Connect your Spotify to the Patreon. And guess what? You can get your audio content in your car while you're on the treadmill, while you're trying to get work done. Guys, make every place a classroom. You know what I mean? We had a truck driver never watched a video of ours ever. Listen to all the audios. That's how he passed. That's all he could do. Thank God he's not watching videos while he's driving an 18-wheeler. You know what I mean? Listen to all the audios, went home, quizzed, listened to all the stuff that we had available, and then he just passed them all. SIE 663 26. He's like, that's how I did it. That was the only way I was going to get it done. Now, not a truck driver. So, hey, if you want something bad enough, what do they say?
When there's a will, away.
When you want something bad enough, you'll make it happen. That's it. That's all the way it is. You just got to be hungry. All right, ready? Let's do this, Brandi.
I just called it test taking technique because I don't have a wild card Wednesday.
I'll get on that. Yeah, we started this. Brandi and I started this wild card Wednesday. We used to just do content, but you know what? I'm like, why do you just whatever? Why don't we just do whatever we want on Wednesday? It's called wild card Wednesday. Sometimes we do content, sometimes we do technique, sometimes we just do whatever Brandi's feeling. Maybe it's answering questions on our Discord that people left. Tonight we're going to do over a live quiz. Brandi's going to use what? Kaplan?
I'm going to use
Kaplan. We're going to use their Kaplan Q Bank. Sometimes we use what's the other one we use? Sometimes we have other ones we use. So we're not particularly locked into any Q Bank because it doesn't matter, because none of those questions and none of these Q Banks are out there are going to be on the real exam anyway. So it doesn't really matter.
And look, for those of you who may be employed by this brand's question bank, I swear I think you're out there watching.
You think Kaplan's got an eye on you?
Too. This is not a slight.
Somebody's watching me.
Let me just say this. This is not a slight on Kaplan. This is not a slight on any particular brand question bank. These things that I'm going to show you guys right now happens in every multiple choice setting. Every multiple choice setting. My sister, who is studying for her administrative certificate, is that what they call it? So she can be like an administrator at school. She's a school teacher. She's using these techniques in her practice quizzes, not FINRA. It's not FINRA related. Do you guys see what I'm saying? This is not by this industry. It's not by this study provider. These are universal no matter what question bank you're using, what industry you're studying in. I want to say that because I don't want y'all to think that this is just a Kaplan thing.
By the way, if you are watching us, whoever, please subscribe. That's all I'm saying. Please subscribe, hit a notify, share. All I'm saying is help a brother and sister out. If you're going to go ahead and watch and spy or whatever you want to do, I don't care.
Spy, can you pay?
Yeah, can you please? No, just subscribe to any wherever we're at and watch it, share. That's good with me. So there you go.
Okay. So one more random thing before I get started.
Yes.
I study with a pen in my hand.
ADHD here.
I study with a pen in my hand, and normally if I was studying by myself, I would have gum in my mouth, but I feel like that's weird on a microphone, so I don't have gum in my mouth. But I'm telling you, these two little things work. So if I study with a pen in my hand, I'm going to take a test with my pen in my hand. Okay.
Right. Plus, you should always use your scrap.
Screen. Yeah. First of all, I did do some practice this evening, and I do want to show you guys this. Little, you guys see that? 1 minute 49.
10 questions in a minute 49. 10 questions a minute 34.
But it's different when I got an audience.
It is different.
All right, you ready? First gates.
She's only doing that because if she gets a couple wrong, she was just like, I can't do it.
I swear. All right. About the renaming.
By the way, fourth edition of the SIA with Kathleen. I just think it's hilarious because I'm like, they only changed the exam like once.
Okay. So, okay. I'm just going to work. I'm not going to explain.
Just work and go.
She may exercise. She may only. She may not exercise. Last day. Okay. American is anytime before or on. European is after. Client Mickey just purchased $10 dollar. She notices that they're European. That's only on expiration. Last day of trading before expiration. She may exercise. She may only exercise this week. She may not.
We'll explain after.
Bubble bonds price at par, which is the following is true. Par is exactly equal to everything. There's one equal. Capping proxy. Okay, capping proxy votes, marking, front running. Each of the following activities will be deemed market regulated except for proxy. Investor holding T bonds will receive semi-annually. Force. I always makes me laugh. Fourth market, primary market, third. When an exchange listed OTC, that's third. Which is only true about mutual fund. Oh, two. True. About mutual fund sales charges. They are used to defray funds. I don't even know what that means. They are set by the fund's transfer agent. I don't know. They are not an expense to the fund, but to the investor. They are used to compensate the fund's underwrite 3 and 4. Integration, layering, placement, which is final stage. Placement, layering, integration. Look at initiation, integration. Guaranteed not to be redeemed. Bond having a call feature, guaranteed not to be. No. Can be redeemed before. Issuers. Okay, I like that one. No. Any treasury bond, municipal bond, treasury bond, if owned by a U.S. resident, any municipal bond. State funds, interest as taxable at the state level. But okay, so taxable at the state, but tax free at the federal. That's munis. That's it's B and D. And if I'm in another state, open an account, purchase, find. Your customer would like to invest in a stock of a Japanese. That's an ADR. Company stock, best way, purchase ADRs. Trades. Yep.
Done. What was the time on that?
2 minutes and 32 seconds.
Too slow. Minute too slow, right? All right. So we went through it. Let's go through it slow for everybody. Did missed all it and why you picked what you did and how you did it. You guys heard it. You saw it. Now let's go through it.
Let's go. All right.
Because I know we tell everybody do a 10-question flash quiz, 10 minutes, 10 questions. And some people are like, that's only a minute. Sometimes you don't need it.
Okay. All right. So once I saw that it said may only exercise contracts, that's when my brain did keywords. We said American style anytime, American anytime before or on. European is expiration only. That's how I teach it, right? That's how I memorize it. So all I had to do
That's how it's in our book.
And that is how it is in the book. Nothing is ever done after expiration because then what's the point of an expiration? So that's what I had to do. So I went into the question, said she purchased da 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 da. All I did, guys, was scan that question, look for European style. So I knew that that was on expiration only. Now, if you guys look, one said last day of trading before, and the other one said last week. Look, I don't know if it's actually on that Friday or like the Thursday before the Friday. Who cares? I knew it was only on, and the week before just seemed kind of ridiculous. So that's why I picked. Okay. Par priced at par. It doesn't matter if it's a callable bond. It doesn't matter if it's a convertible bond. It was priced at par. So that is the straight line. That means everything is equal. There was one equals on that in your answer choices. So I didn't have to think about that.
So you keyworded in par,
Par.
just looking for equals. It was the only one. That was it. Exactly. No drawing the seesaw.
So I didn't need to, well, I did my arms. If you guys saw, I don't know if you guys can see in the video. Well, you probably can't see because my mic's in the way. I literally did the arms.
Right.
Straight line. Okay. Capping proxy. We know proxy is voting, right? Vote by proxy. Marking the open front running bad, manipulative, except voting. Third party. Right? Okay.
Voting third party is not bad.
Voting, no, that's legal. Biennially, I think it's every 2 years, annually, monthly, semi-annually. Bonds unless stated, zero coupon bonds, T-bills, they pay semi-annually.
By the way, put in the book just like that. Not a lot of explanations needed. That's just all you need to remember. That's all you need to know. That's how you get the answer right. Move on.
Exactly. Okay. Forced market, not a thing. Fourth market, primary market, third market. Now, when I'm teaching this stuff in our live sessions, I ask the questions to say, what does the fourth market mean to you? What does, but when you're taking a quiz, especially when you're taking a quiz for time, sometimes you don't need to pull that out of the air. All you need to do is look and just say listed on OTC third. Like you can connect it that way. If you know what you're picking from, and then you go into the question, and then that's the trigger to the third market, that's fine.
Keyword connections, OTC, third market. That's all I'm looking for. Peanut butter and jelly, right? If I see peanut butter in the question, I'm just looking in the answer to see if there's a jelly that matches up.
And I'm not focused on what's not third market.
No.
Why?
I saw peanut butter. I'm just looking for a jelly sandwich in there that needs some peanut butter.
So I utilize my fingers a lot. When I'm not writing, when I'm not taking the time to write, I utilize my fingers. So I had my fingers right here. It says which, and then I looked down at my answers. I knew I was going to pick two. So I went into the question. Everything's very short. So I just started with the question. True sales charges. One, defray. Remember, I even said it. I'm not focused on that word. It's a weird word to use in a test. I'm not using that. Transfer agent. I didn't give much thought to those because those weren't immediately ringing bells, but not an expense to the fund, but to the investor. Sales charge, investors pay that. So three's the answer, right? And I put my fingers up 3. And then 4, it says used to compensate the underwriter. Boom. Those 2 were the connections. 3 and 4, the answer was D. Okay. Makes sense. Notice I'm not focusing on things that aren't immediately ringing a bell. If it's not clicking, I'm moving on. I don't try to force if one is an answer or not.
Again, I can't say this enough. This is how we do our content. This is how it's in our books.
Right. I looked, I know just because I've seen this question, this answer, I mean, this set of words together so many times before. I mean, I wrote the book. But I know that layering, when you see layering, placement, and integration, I know that that has to do with money laundering. So, but you don't know what the question's going to ask you. So the question said the final stage. So I had to think of it. It's placement, then we layer, then we integrate. Boom, A.
I learned it from a video on YouTube from Breaking Bad on money laundering.
That is true. I think we actually.
Yeah.
Call feature. We get to call that early. So that can be redeemed. If you notice that B, I haven't even been telling you guys the technique in here, but B and C can be redeemed. And that's the issuer's calling it. Bondholders don't call it to the issuer. That's weird, right? That's pushing it. Calling it means I'm calling it back, like you would a dog, right? So that's why it's from the issuer. And then 9, it says we got 2 treasuries, 2 municipal bonds. Which of the following securities pays interest that is taxable at the state and tax-free at the federal? The only thing that's federally tax-free is municipals. So that crosses off A and C. Focus on B and D. And then it said, but taxable at the state. So if it's taxable at the state, that means you don't live in the same state. So I just saw the word other. I wasn't trying to focus on anything other than something that was going to make my mind just click. Other.
For instance, if you live in California, you buy a California municipal bond, not going to be taxed on it.
Correct.
But if I'm in Nevada, buy a California, I will be taxed.
Okay. The last one. If you guys noticed, I said open an account, purchase American, and then find, right? And then I went to the question and it said Japanese manufacturer. And I was like, that's an ADR. Did you guys hear me say that? I think I said that. ADR confirmed it. The only ADR on there, American Deposit, was boom, see, click. I try not to let myself overthink it. I try not to, if I'm pretty sure the answer is that answer, I kind of just confirm it. I don't want to give myself an opportunity to second guess and overthink it out of that answer. And
That's it. Foreign company, ADR, go together like peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, and especially because the
Kool-Aid and sugar.
The question literally just said what would be easiest. That thing.
There you go. That's it. That's all. Don't overthink it. Guys, simple keyword connections, not overdoing it. I know there's a lot of people on here. They would have gone through the quiz. They would have read those questions over and over and over and over. And then they read the answers. And then they read the question again. And then they would have thought it was that. And then they would have said no. And then changed their right answer to a wrong one. And then went, and probably cussed. That's normally the pattern. Am I wrong? No. Guys, don't make it more difficult than it is. You just saw her just make all these keyword connections, all these keywords that she's just focused in on. Like I call them peanut butter and jelly. Like I call it that because it's just how it is. Like you need to have some of these keywords locked in. They just go together like peanut butter and jelly. When someone says sandwich with peanut butter, I'm looking for answer. It says jelly in it. That's all I'm looking for. That's the right answer. The problem is you all look for, well, sometimes it could be honey. It could be bananas. Yeah, no, keep it simple. Keep it simple. That's it. And have fun with it. Do some 10-question flash quizzes like that. See how you line up. Do some techniques. Do some keyword connections, especially if you're a member. Guys, this is what helps you get these things done. And if she got them wrong, she would have said, you know what? Why did I get it wrong? Was it because I misread it? Was there a technique I could have used? And then we go from there. If you want more information on that, we do that in all the member stuff. We'll be talking about it on Friday in the all exams where Brandi's going to be doing that. She's going to slow it down even more, explain it even more, the process. We do that every Mondays and Fridays. We do that in some of the live sessions for the specific exams, live sessions. So guys, check it out. But most importantly, stay consistent, get onto a system to passing multiple exams. But that's all I got to say about that. All right. Tomorrow we got you for members. We got you for the Studying Brew, same bat time, same bat channel. And it'll be the last Studying Brew of the week. So be here. Be here. But until then, everybody, stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. Have a good night.
Thank you all so much for being on. We so super appreciate you. Practice these techniques in your quizzes. We will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one.